Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a KV-2 Tier 6 Soviet heavy tank. It's located on the south spawn of Winterberg, and it's under the command of Delimon. Yes, we're doing a series of videos with Delimon. This one's again from 2015, and this is the KV-2, and I remember playing this back then. Oh, a long time ago anyway it was. Game started. Well, south spawn. Very much the same as Winterberg presently, except of course this is the standard SD map, not the HD one. And well, the KV-2 is still the same. 700 alpha with the AP and 910 with the high explosive. Well, he's making his way down to the city centre with a heavy tank number 6 and an M4 in company. It's a tier 6 game. He's top tier. I remember these things were very frightening when I first came across them. I hadn't been used to the KV-2. When I first saw my first one, I thought, oh dear. Oh! First kill of the game. And it's a derp on an M4. That's one of those ones where he shouted, Russia! And the shell went straight to the target. Okay, well, making his way around the corner because there is an enemy tank in the main street further up towards the village. It's a chappie. We've lost sight of him temporarily. Oh, there he is. And well, to our left, we've got a VK3601H. I'm trying to get past the M4 to get at him. Oh, he's round the other corner. Round this corner, we've got a T14. Not anymore. He's gone. And you notice he's firing premium AP to do this. That's why he's getting these penetrations. Oh, but the M4 got his own back. He got hit in the side with an M4 round. He's almost loaded. And there goes that M4. So 3 kills now, Delimon. Okay, was damaged. He lost his track. Back into action. He's only got one standard AP round left. Of course, the AP round is it's got a great deal of penetration, the premium one, 136. So you just point it at the target. If it hits the target, it's just going to plow right through their armor, do a huge amount of damage to them. And he's got the rear of the KV-2. Is he going to one-shot him? Yes, he does. In fact, he hammer-racked him. The shell went right through the back of his turret and blew up the shells inside. Okay, now he's run out of premium ammo. He's got to fire the HE. Well, that VK3601H probably won't notice the difference, because if he gets hit with a round and it sets off his ammo rack, yep, then he's going to blow straight away. But let's see how much damage he can do with one shot. Well, VK knows that he's in danger. He's actually pulled around the corner. Okay, here we go. Big hit, 785. It wasn't enough to wipe him out with one shot, but he will get him with the next one if he gets another chance. 4 kills so far. This will be number 5. Then he's on his way to a Top Gun. I think that M4 wants that kill as well. Oh, and he doesn't get the kill. No, the KV-2 didn't get wiped out by him. In fact, sorry, it wasn't the KV-2. The VK was killed by another VK. So he didn't get that one. So there's only 3 enemies left, and he's got 4 kills, so he could still get a Top Gun. The enemy hasn't got any Arty, they've just got a VK3002M, a Hellcat, and a KV-1. Well, the Hellcat and the KV-1 were last seen in the village, and the VK was last seen up near the enemy cap. Now I suspect that he's making his way across the road in the hopes that he can catch that VK. And remember, back in the old day, there's a little area around the corner from here where someone can hide and ambush enemy tanks that are on their way to the cap. So the VK could be over in that corner waiting for him to appear and then suddenly strike. Okay, so he's going to cap in this corner for the moment, but try and force the enemy to come to him. The M4 is taking damage, so obviously the VK is in close proximity. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, the M4's gone. And there's the VK. He needs this kill and another to get the top gun. Yes! Nice hit, but he does take some damage from the VK. And of course he's got a longer reload, 20-second reload, so he's going to have to pull back. He ought to pull into cover. Ouch. Tracked. Here we go. Yes! Gets the kill. But he's lost virtually all of his hit points. He's only got one hit point left now. Just one. Took a lot of hits on the front of the vehicle. You can't see them, but trust me, they are there. And he's now hoping that one of the enemy tanks is going to try and come back. Possibly that Hellcat. He could wipe that out with one shot. But he is now very, very close to being dead. And oh, here comes the enemy, and it's actually the KV-1. Well, he fires one round and has to pull back into cover. The KV-1's got the same armor as the KV-2, basically. Just it's got a smaller gun. Our teammates are actually doing a good job of stripping him of his health. Oh, that was our VK3601H just going down. Just being sent back to the garage. Can we get the kill? Yes! That's the Top Gun. And that wins the game as well, because there are no enemies left. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tank of a Delimon in the KV-2. He managed to get a demolition expert because he exploded one of his enemies completely. That was the KV-2 actually, the enemy KV-2. He actually got a 5 for effect, a duelist and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 6. He got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. And you can see this replay was from the 27th of July 2015, 5 years ago. Wow. Let's have a look at the team score. 3,652 hit points of damage. He was the only one to get over 3,000. In fact, nobody got over 2,000 either. The next highest scorers were the KV-1 on the enemy team with 1732, and after that it was the VK3002M on the enemy team with 1680. When it came to kills, it was Delimon, but he was actually matched with the KV-1. Both had 6 kills, so they both got Top Guns, so they're both at the top of the tree. And next highest scorer was the Cromwell with 4 kills, and then there was a bunch of tanks with 2 kills apiece. The VK3601H, the heavy tank number 6, and the VK3601H on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, well, he's got the top in that column as well. So technically, he's got the top in all 3 columns on this game because that does count at the top. 1,364 base experience points for him, 857 for the heavy tank number 6, and 845 for the Cromwell. He fired 10 rounds, got 8 direct hits and 8 penetrations, damage of 3,652 hit points, and all of it was at close range. 8 hits received from the enemy, 7 were penetrations, 1 non-penetration, and a lot of those shells actually came from the VK3002M. 135 hit points of damage blocked by armour. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 7 enemy vehicles damaged and 6 killed, and 11 capture points in the cap. On a premium count, he earned 58,614 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, took away 26,646 credits profit. He received 2,046 XP, times 2 for the first victory, took away 4,092 experience points altogether. So yes, it did work, didn't it, this game? And Well, Winterberg, it was Ruinberg, but it was just a different Ruinberg. I suppose Wargaming could create a new Winterberg, like they could also create a Ruinberg in Flames map, because that was another map that was on the rotation, and I don't see why Winterberg or Ruinberg in Flames could not make it back into the rotation. They're just basically changing the scenery slightly and added in extra features such as the winter or the fire aspect, but it would just be Ruinberg map twice over, so maybe that's the reason why they're not bringing it back in, because Ruinberg itself is not a very popular map. Well, some people like it, but really, to be honest, the new Ruinberg map is quite interesting because Wargaming have put those little alcoves in for tanks to hide in and take shots at the enemy. And really, I suppose if you make this map with snow or with extra fire and smoke running across the battlefield, yeah, it'd be quite interesting. I think people would like to see it, especially if you changed around some of the features just slightly to make it a different map, a different feel to the map. But well done to Delimon, ace tanker, high caliber top gun in the KV-2. And that was a blast from the past. We've got some more replays by Delimon. In fact, actually, he did have several names while he was on World of Tanks, and so he sent me replays under other identities. But I think they are still him. So we'll have a watch of those and see how he gets on in them. Thanks for watching this video.